In this video, we're going to be talking about the different types of bird feet. So, bird feet might be one of the most important features of birds because it allows them to survive and navigate their environment. Let's start with the climbing foot. So basically, birds sometimes when they climb trees for like food. So for example, take like a woodpecker or a parrot, they would basically cut into the tree to be able to get their food and water. The birds have two toes pointing forward and two toes pointing back. So for example, these two would be the toes pointing back, but these two would be the ones pointing forward. And the way we are able to tell this is because based on the bird position, you could see how this would be the most forward one, but this one would end up coming a little bit more and ending up coming back. And that's because this over here is slanted more back, and so is this, but this is slanted forward. That's how you're able to determine it. So now let's go on to the perching wood. So birds that stand not on branches, but this time they stand on the literal tree. So like they're basically like lateral when it compares to the tree. Like this bird over here, instead of like hanging on like a branch, here they're hanging on an actual tree. They have 3 at the front and 1 over here at the back. So when you have 1 over here at the back, that allows you for these 3 to perch up against the tree, and 1 over here is back for stability and balance. So some examples would be crows, sparrows, or etc. They would basically be perching they would basically have the perching feet. So next is a grasping foot, or raptor, or basically known as raptor birds. So things like eagles, hawks are basically known as raptor birds, and they have a grasping foot. These birds are predators, and predators means they hunt against other kinds of organisms for their food. And to be able to hold their food and to be able to hunt it, they have this curved toe over here, and the purpose of the curved toe is to maintain support. Mathematically, this would make sense because if one is going this way, another is going this way, that means that now that the prey not able to escape from the bird's claws over here. So having this bent over kind of feet give advantage to the bird, because then they're able to not lose their prey, and also they're able to easily grab their prey. So next is a swimming foot. So you typically find this in ducks and geese. Okay, so they have a webbed feet over here. It's basically a small skin located between the toes. This is to help so like they can swim fast, or they can wade slowly for a long time, and they're able to stay in water or actually live on top of the water for a long time. So we have 3 at the front, 1 at the back. It's basically there's like a skin between the feet that help in wading and swimming. Next is the wading foot. So unlike the swimming foot, the wading foot, they have long legs and they have a joint over here. This joint keeps the water distance, so it keeps the distance of the water away from its actual body, so it doesn't have any harm. So unlike swimming over here, where this one has swimming and wading, this one's just wading. So they go into the water, but they don't go that deep. They just go a little bit, like up to this point, and they try to grab their fish either with their long beaks or with their feet over here. Next is the running foot. They also have joints, and the purpose of these joints is to help them jump forward. And when they jump forward, it causes them to also move in this direction. So they're able to run at very high speeds very fast. So when we look at their anatomy, unlike having like something like this where it's curved or like it's completely like spread out, their feet are kind of like human feet. They're more muscular, and when they push against the ground, we know that the ground pushes back against it. And by pushing back against it, it creates this jumping motion over here, which causes them to accelerate at a much more faster rate and move forward faster. Lastly, we have the scratching foot. So hens or chickens have these sharp claws, as like seen over here. the reason why they have these sharp claws is so that they're able to get like seeds and insects which are like deep in the ground, and they do this by digging it with this sharp claws over here. And also the sharp claws protect their feet against damage, and also these sharp claws can grow and grow. So they're trying to get seed and insects located deep in the ground so that for their food. So this is all about bird different feet, and bird feet based on environment and habitat play a crucial role in the bird's ability to survive and navigate their environment. And this is due to because of the bird's feet importance in their environment that give them some significant advantages towards enhancing their survival.